All right, so let's see, what artifacts do we have? And for those of you that wanted to see, this is there we go, inverted controls. This is the current vibe. This is what we're rocking. This is our color scheme. We're very very aqua. All right, now logbook, if I remember right. Was it logbook? Maybe it wasn't logbook. I guess it must have been. Okay, so we don't have any artifacts. So we have to find 12 of those. We start in Phendrana. We have... Okay, we've got space jump. We have missiles. I'm sure that made my wife very happy to watch me. Where's the pickup? I hear it. Whatever. Anyway. Okay, so we need to figure out what we can do. As far as the map goes, so all those white dots are where an item could be. This way requires Morph Ball to get through that section, so we can't really do that. This, I think this is the Hall of the Elders, or the temple or something, whatever. That requires plasma to get. And back here, all that requires is a boss fight against the Mama Sheegoth. However, if that item is not Wave Beam, we're locked in that room, because the door to get out is a Wave Beam door. And if we ain't got Wave Beam, we get to reset. Over here, we could go down the elevator and see where that takes us. It's going to be random. Usually this one goes to Magmoor Caverns. It will not go, well, it could go. It probably won't go to Magmoor Caverns. And even if it did go to Magmoor Caverns, that'd be bad for us because we don't have Variasuit. So we will boil. Over here, I think that item to the left there requires Spider Ball, which we don't even have Morph Ball, so can't get that one. The item tucked away in that little corner, off to the right, that I think is another Plasma Beam. There's a lot of Plasma Beam items in Phendrana Drifts because you gotta melt some shit. Ice Beam was ice cream. I would like some ice cream, so if that could happen, that'd be wonderful. So this passage is kind of a bust. This one is a bust. I'm not willing to bet the run on that being Wave Beam. The two items that are in the area I'm in right now, the one on the left requires Plasma, if I'm not mistaken, and the one on the right, I believe, requires Super Missiles. Up here, I can't remember on that one. That one warrants further investigation. However, this, we don't want any of what this is. Also, I do believe that door is locked getting into this hallway here. I believe that's a Wave Beam door. So we can't go that way. But I think usually you would need to have the Scan Visor, which for anybody who has played Metroid Prime, or any of the Prime games, Scan Visor, very important, lets you activate things. We don't have the Scan Visor. The Scan Visor has been shuffled into the random items, so that could be bad. But all the Scan Visor does in that room is rearrange some platforms, so I think we might be able to use the double jump boots, which we usually would not have. We'd actually have to get the boost ball there and go back to Talon Overworld to get the space jump boots. But now that we have the space jump boots, I think we might be able to shenanigans our way to the item and back. So that is my current plan. If anybody has any objections to the plan, let me know. Or if you've thought of something that I have not. And we're going to refill on missiles, and we'll leave this guy alive. And for anybody wondering, I'm fairly quick at the Metroid games, but that mostly comes from familiarity. I ain't no speedrunner, so yeah, don't expect any super cool and fun little pieces of movement tech or anything like that, because I ain't got it. And we're gonna get rid of you so you don't bump me. So the last playthrough, oh, wonderful. I'm being informed that ice cream is available, and I would like to know if the ice cream could also be imminent. Imminent ice cream is my favorite ice cream. Oh right, all of that stuff that I just did not need to happen. All I had to do was come down here. Ooh, that hurt me. Usually you would roll into Morph Ball and roll up underneath these guys. But I don't have Morph Ball, so we're just going to tank the damage and keep moving. So, this is the room. And we're going to see if we can make this happen. Ow! Ooh. Yeah, let's see if we can get some height over here. Alright. Attempt number 1 at some platforming on an old... Come on, yes! GameCube game. Oh baby. We've been given Plasma Beam. First pickup of the game is Plasma. You'll love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Yeah, he's gonna... I'm being told that the game music is too low, so I'm going to deal with... Hey, easy there, buddy. I'm gonna deal with this. And then I'm going to adjust the game volume. Let's see here. Okay. Hope, how do we feel about the Phendrana drifts? Can we hear the music? Does it make us feel good? You are allowed to put that in chat, by the way. You do not have to text me. So, what was just on screen right there was a little piece of animation that didn't make it into the remastered. I don't even know. I don't think it made it into the remastered. I'll have to check on that to be sure. But I know that it didn't make it into the trilogy version released on the Wii. They had to save some space. By the way, I mean, we don't have Scan Visor right now, but I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I'm going to engage with my audience. Ask a question. Let's see here. So, when we get the Scan Visor, do we scan all the things? I'll let that, I'll let all two of you answer that one. We're at overwhelmingly 100% yes. Once I get the scan visor, we will make our best effort to fill it up. Can I make that jump? Samus has ridiculous momentum in this game. Yeah. Eat it. Okay. Now that we have the plasma beam, one, I don't think there's a single animal in Phendrana Drifts that can even come close to threatening us because, spoiler alert, they don't like the heat. And that goes for just about any enemy in the game. Like, plasma beam is the beam in Metroid games. Usually plasma is one of, if not the last beam weapon you get that isn't like some sort of gimmick. By gimmick I mean, the hyper beam is usually, hyper beam. I think Omega Cannon has been introduced. I think it's been earlier than Dread. What do we got? I'm sorry. Are we about to start the game with the Phazon suit? I think we are. So, what this does is, first of all, it changes our Luke. We now have a cool looking barrier around us. We also have, interesting, so normally the energy in the suit glows red, but we have green glowing stuff, so we are a walking advertisement for Xbox right now. I don't know how I feel about that. The Reputation era Samus's version. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if T-Swizzle wanted to do a cosplay and she threw on a Zero suit, I would not be mad about it. Would not be mad in the slightest. Okay, cutscene. That we're getting way out of order. Yeah, so essentially, for anybody that doesn't know the lore behind Metroid Prime, so this is post OG Metroid. Also, by saying that, it's also post Metroid Zero Mission. Ooh, energy tank. I'll take that. Thank you very much. It's also, I'm going to go ahead and save just in case I accidentally locked myself in somewhere. It is also post Metroid Zero Mission by it being post OG Metroid. SNEStroid, or Nestroid, if you're fancy. And the events of Metroid essentially led to the... Where am I going? I'm going over here. Essentially led to the downfall of the space pirate stronghold that they made out of the planet Zebes. It wasn't utterly destroyed, but Ridley, who we just saw hanging out over flying over the Phendrana Drifts. He was one of the generals of the space pirates. Another dude named Kraid was another general, and there was the Mother Brain. And Samus basically left all that shit in rubble. So sometime after that, but before the events of Metroid 2, Samus receives a distress beacon that is coming from a space pirate research frigate called the Orpheon. And so Samus goes and investigates, and she ends up finding this frigate in orbit around a planet called Talon 4, which is where we are right now. We're not doing this right now, but we can... No, requires bombs. So she finds this frigate, and the pirates had been pulling different species up from the planet below. And do I have Morph Ball? No, I don't. This is a dead end. Oops. So they've been pulling all these species up, and they've been experimenting on them with some sort of mutagen. We learned that mutagen is called Phazon, and like most evil experiments, genetic manipulation type groups, they ended up screwing up, and somebody didn't properly restrain the Parasite Queen, which a couple of little dudes that I shot earlier in that last room, they were like Arctic versions of the parasites, and so the thing like wreaked havoc on the station, and it just all hell broke loose. So they sent out a distress call. Samus responds to it and finds Ridley as she's escaping after, doing what she do and blowing up the core of the place. And she chases Ridley down to the planet and then loses him in an atmospheric storm. So you would have been running around the game for a decent bit at this point. Speaking of the Morph Ball. And that would have been like your first sighting of Ridley, would be when you get the boost ball and you come out of that door, have that cutscene. And you won't see Ridley again until you've collected all of the artifacts and brought them back to the temple. Then you get to fight him. And he's not the most difficult boss. I mean, he's, especially in the GameCube version, he's an absolute monster. But it's mostly because his like phase 2 attack patterns are very, not random, but aggressive, I guess is the appropriate word. Like, he just doesn't give you as many openings to get some hits in. Okay, so let's check on where we're at. Alright, that hallway's useless, don't need it. That I need Spider Ball for. I can get that item now that I have Morph Ball. This item in here requires super missiles. And like I said before, if this item isn't Wave Beam, we do not check that item. Also, I think we need bombs anyway, so this would have to be bombs in order for us to even be able to check that item. But we will see when we get there what that is, and if it's not Wave Beam, we leave this room alone until we get Wave Beam. We'll be coming back to the Phendrana Drifts at some point, because there's a lot of Phendrana to go. So, and that's another boss fight. Probably one of the more fun boss fights, I think. Thardus, big old Rockman. He usually gives you the Spider Ball, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right, so let's check on that elevator. Let's save first. Then, or no, sorry, I misspoke. We have one more check that we can do, and we should probably be thorough. So, interesting thing to note about the suits in the randomizer. Having a later suit does not give you the properties of the earlier suits. For example, I have the Phazon suit on right now. you ordinarily would not be able to get the Phazon suit unless you've also had the Varia and Gravity suits. But this suit does not give me any of the properties of Varia or Gravity. Namely, it does not allow me to run around in superheated environments, nor does it allow me to move unhindered through water. So, we're still gonna need to find those other... Son of a bitch. Still gonna need to find those other suits. Guys, I'm good at this game, I promise. I promise you I'm good at this game. Alright. It's redemption time. And I still took damage. The best. Okay, anyway, we can go up here and... Ah, it froze again. After I spent all that time melting it. And... boop. Wait. The color for the morph ball seems off. It seems like... That's the color that it was, or that the suit was, our original power suit that we started with. So, apparently, there's... I wonder if it has to do with the spider ball. Because, I mean, if you're a developer and you're not supposed to have, let's say you're not supposed to have the Gravity suit or the Phazon suit before you get the spider ball, and the spider ball has a different morph ball model to it, why would you waste any time making a model for the Phazon suit that doesn't have the spider ball features on it? I mean, it's interesting. Neat. Alright, let's check this elevator because... let's go save. Because we just did all we could in this area and avoided a potential soft lock. I ain't about to go and traipse off into another area just to soft lock myself and erase all of our progress. That would feel bad. Right, okay. There's nothing behind that grate. It's just... I think you have to blow it up with a missile, which I'm not going to do because that'll waste a missile. And then morph ball behind... Oh, cool. We get the cutscene for when you arrive as we leave. Isn't that nice? Really? Okay. Oops, wrong button. So the last time I played, I had the X... What would have been the X and the Y buttons on the GameCube. I had them mapped to the X and the Y buttons on an Xbox controller. However, that made it very difficult to hold a charge beam and then hit the missile button because the Y button was missiles, and that would have been directly north of the shooty button. Yeah, I had to swap them, so now I'm trying to unlearn. And we're in the Chozo Ruins. Okay. Where at in Chozo Ruins? Ooh. Okay. Okay. We're in that part of the Chozo Ruins. So this is a part of the Chozo Ruins where you ordinarily wouldn't be able to get to until later in the game. I believe you would come here to get the ice beam, and then you would use the ice beam to go into... Well, I think you would initially try and use it to go into the crashed frigate in Talon Overworld, and then get blocked by the fact that you can't swim, and then you have to go back into Phendrana to find the gravity suit. Oops, I'm going to do that a lot. And bomb. By the way, if you didn't see bombs, probably should. What's the point of the tracker if I don't track? Oh, neat. Is that a save station or a missile recharge? One way to find out. I think it's a save station. Yeah, it's a save station. I don't know who in the world thinks they can call me at 8:44 at night. Okay. Shit. I really want to see what's in that, but I need missiles to do it. And I just burned my last missile. And I don't have boost ball, so I can't. Well, I guess worst case scenario, I can find another save room and go back. But that feels bad. That feels real bad. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna... we're just gonna go. We're gonna go. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna keep repeating it until I believe it. It's fine. Alright, away we go. Away we go. Anytime. That's gonna be irritating. Every time I want to come up this way, I'm gonna have to go through the, and Chozo Ghosts. Great. I don't have Charge Beam. And I don't have... Missiles don't hurt it. There we go. There he is. Ow. Yeah, these things... Oh shit. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? These things without super missile suck so bad. And you cannot hurt them with anything but the power beam or super missiles. Hate it. Every time I hate it. The doors have been unlocked. Okay. What we're gonna do, because it's ice beam for days around here, is we're gonna... I think we gotta hop up in here and then those weird little hubcaps. Yes, I am close to the anxiety toads. Oh, I don't have spider ball. Damn it. Alright, this room's a bust. There's a missile station though, although it's more or less useless to me now, since I can't get back up to that thing without going to a save station and resetting. But it's all good. It's all good. Ammunition fully replenished. So ordinarily, Home Dog over here would roll me and I'd pop up and I'd hit that track and I'd attach to it with the spider ball, and then drop a bomb into that little slot up there. That would then open those three things, and if I shoot them with the correct beam type, it opens up another bomb slot, which changes what he does. But I cannot do that currently, because I don't have Spider Ball. So none of those items are available to me. And it makes me sad. Oh, gross. Yuck. There's so much lore here I cannot scan, and it kind of drives me insane. But that's fine. I hear the siren song of the items just humming in my ears. Got what I need for here either. This is actually where I found Phazon's suit in the last time I did a randomizer. I wonder if I can see what the item is up there. I think that's just a regular missile tank. So if we have to skip it, we have to skip it. It's not that big a deal. Alright. Now we're getting back into the normal Chozo Ruins parts. And this door will open at some point. Oh, no, we're good. I don't have to. But we will go say hi. Just for you, Hope. We will go say hi to the Anxiety Toad. We happy? What is this toad's name? We need a name for the toad. I'll let you think on it. Let me know when you come up with something. We're gonna roll in here. And I think go fight a boss. Well, mini boss, I guess. We're gonna go fight a trash disposal unit. That's what we're gonna do. Ah, the bees. So this is the incinerator drone. Guess what it does? And then we piss off the bees. Wait, are they immune to the... Oh my god. That enemy does not take damage from the plasma beam. I mean, granted, you're not supposed to have the plasma beam, but I feel like it should still take damage. Oh, come on now. And done. Oh, Pierre. Okay. Ooh, more missiles. And... Bum, 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 bum. So it was just a missile expansion. But that's fine. Now we have 10 missiles. And I love to see it. Let's see what's down here. Ooh. The Varia suit. Oops. I wonder, does this... Oh. It doesn't, like, we can't, like... Yes, Magmore Caverns, here we go. We can survive Magmore Caverns now. I just kind of wish it would let you, like, see what the... Because we're not going to see another suit this entire game. We're only going to get the effects of them. Oh well. Could have been fun. Open. Oh! Sorry, we're just gonna let this guy deal damage to us? Alright. Because, unless absolutely necessary, we do not hurt toads. And I don't know that there is an absolutely necessary in this run. Normally we'd have to do something to it because there's a door over there that's locked, but that was Pierre, yeah. You know, we don't hurt Pierre. Roll up under those. There's an item right above us that we're gonna grab. More missiles. We love to see it. Okay. Real quick, check where I am. There's a save room right there, so if I wanted to, I could warp back to the start and grab that. Huh? What do you mean he had a twin brother? Is Antoine no longer with us? Oops, wrong button. There we go. Oh no, that was in a different timeline. Yeah, we're gonna do a Toad Deathless run. That's gonna be my challenge run. I'm officially a challenge runner. My challenge run is, can you beat Metroid Prime randomized without killing any of the toads? I think we just press on. I think we don't go back for this yet. We keep going. Yes, he is alive and still anxious. Okay, so I think we can get the lower item in there. I think we can get that one. I think we can get both of those too. Fuck it, we ball. By the way, that grunt is brought to you by, oh, what was her name? It's female Commander Shepard. She did all of Samus's effort noises in this. Somebody give it that name. Chat, you're on Google duty. Google that name. And to prove me wrong if you can. Every time. No, not calling Clinkabeard. No, this I believe was before Colleen's time. Although, I mean, you know, calling Clinkabeard could do Samus. No problem. I hate those things. Damn it, every time. Oh, okay, we can get one of these items. No, we can't get any of these items because we don't have Scan Visor. Damn it. That Scan Visor's a pain in the ass. And I don't think we have the energy to get the other item because we'd have to fully submerge ourselves in the icky. By the way, all of the water in the Chozo ruins currently is toxic. So we don't want to touch it. Every time I'm gonna do it. It's muscle memory at this point. Oh, no. We don't fuck with this. We just leave. We just leave. We don't. No. No. That's entirely too many ghosts. I don't have an X-ray visor. We don't have grapple, so we can't cross that. Also, power bomb is necessary for what's on the other side, and I think wave beam is the door that leads in here, so we can't do those. However, yeah, we can get out here. Get back into the main plaza. Hell yeah. Let's go do some shit that we should have done at the beginning of the game. Just got a lot of energy off of that. Oh my god, is that Ice Beam? That's Ice Beam. Oh my god, we need grapple and we need wave in order to get ice. There's also an item in there that requires super missiles. There's an item... It's grapple beam, nice. We can get that. We can get that. That one's obtainable right now. And we got these missiles. Yeah, we'll get to the... We will get to the... We'll get to that ice beam. Because we can get that grapple beam. That's pretty easy. Right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the room where you would ordinarily get Morph Ball and see what's in there. If it's nothing good, then that is a dud item, so we don't care. So essentially, there's going to be, I believe, 2 locations that are duds. Because we got 2 items given to us at the start. Well, maybe there's only going to be 1 dud, because we've also got to find the Scan Visor, which ordinarily have at the start. So I guess in all reality there's going to be 1 dud item, and I think that was it. So we're gonna go this way. Yeah, make that shit look easy. I believe, yeah, we can get this item. Whatever it is. I didn't even check. Don't even know what it is. I want it now. I want it. Oh, more missiles. We'll take it. Because I just keep using my missiles. I hate wasps. Wasps are the worst. And that's a save room over there, but we don't need a save room right now. Every time. Right, 2 items in here. We can get those. One's down this way. Missiles. Don't hate it. Super missiles at the end of the game make the... not super missiles. Well, missiles in general. Having missiles, that is. Makes the game later on a lot easier. Fighting Chozo ghosts is easier if you can just pelt them with super missiles. The Metroid Prime is much easier if you can... Jennifer Hale, that's her name. Yes, sorry. That was probably posted 6 years ago, and I'm only just now seeing it. But yeah, the Metroid Prime is made a lot easier with... now I know there's a... I don't know how to do it. There's like this... I don't know. We'll just fight it. There's movement tech that you can do to essentially avoid this boss entirely and grab the item. But I don't know it, so fuck it, we fight. So this thing is the Hive Mecha. What it does is it shoots out those little wasps, and they circle you, try to knock you into the acid. The fight becomes a lot easier if you watch the... Oh, Jesus. If you watch the mini-map, or the radar, and just spin to where you need to spin. One more. This is another one of those power beam only bosses. But the wasps seem to be one-hit kills with the plasma. So I'm not mad about that. Easy game for babies. Let's go. Energy tank. And missiles. And morph ball tunnel. Come on. Alright. So I think this is going to give us access to... Yes, so here's an elevator that will take us to God knows where. That we can't get into right now because that requires Spider Ball. This is Flagra, and we're going to have to approach Flagra from this direction to fight Flagra. And then I believe we approach from this direction to fight some Chozo ghosts and get what would be an artifact, but I don't know what it's going to be now. But instead, we're going to grab this item here in the vault, and then we're going to grab that item there that was on the ledge, which is Grapple Beam. Now, if this item is Wave Beam, then we're in business. We can go grab that Ice Beam, and that unlocks all of the doors. All the doors will be available to us. So, let's do it. That's the plan. Oh my god, that thing's so slow. Here we go. Oh my god. I promise I'm good at this game. I'm like average at this game. I just have played it a lot. Oh, hello. That looks like a power bomb. We are not mad about power bomb. Not in the slightest. So that's one. And that's two. Now this one is something that took me a long time to learn when I was a wee lad. But that is the double bomb jump. We'll use that a few times in this run to get a few items. Power bomb expansion acquired. Which means... oh, we have power bombs. We don't have the main power bombs. I think that gives us like 3 or 4 power bombs when we find it, but hey, we have one now. And that's more than we had before. And grapple. Oh, but we could go and still check, because this room has a power bomb wall at the back of it, and you need grapple to get to it, so maybe that's what the randomizer's telling us. How do I get there? Okay, yeah, so it's from the top. Take it from the top. There's so many wasps in this game. I hate it. I hate it so much. I got stung by wasps a lot as a child. And they can all go touch grass and kick rocks. I don't like them. Alright. Yeah. We need spider ball for all the other stuff that we can get in here. Ew, gross. Mushrooms. Ow! Jesus. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Power bomb, the back wall. Hey, 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 that looks like a spider ball to me. We love to see it. However, no wave beam, can't go through there. But that opens up some opportunities. Like the room back here. It's gonna hurt like a bitch because the water's still toxic. But oh, is it not even gonna... I hate this game. What am I not getting because this thing won't do what it's supposed to? It's the item. And this is gonna hurt. What item am I not getting? Okay, it's just an energy tank. We're alright. Oh, now we got the cool ball. Look at that. Look at that. That's dope. That's awesome. we have the X-Ball. Okay. So... those items we will be able to get once we cross that and go through with Wave Beam. I could make an attempt at this grapple point here, but it's finicky, very finicky. Come on, make it, make it. You suck. Like, you gotta be close for it to even register you, and with old GameCube controls, it's very challenging. If this were the remastered, you could, you know, just look up and then jump towards it. But with the GameCube controls, you kind of have to, like, you have to try and look up in mid-air because I'm too far away from it now. And you gotta kind of time your thing right. We'll give it like 2 more attempts, and if we don't get it, then we move on. Because I know we can't make that jump. At least I'm fairly certain we can't make that jump. Oh, that was close. Once more with feeling. It is so close that it's painful. Oh well. We'll be back. Okay. So we have a couple options. We can either go back around and hit, where was it? We can either go back around and we can, oh, wait, there is actually a thing I can check in there. Fucking ghosts. And I'm thinking I'm gonna cut out, we'll do this check, and we'll take an elevator, and then I'll find the closest save station to wherever that elevator lets me off, and then I think that might be it for the night. Oh, this is the worst. Oh my god, there's a boss fight and the Chozo Ghost. Okay, energy tank was kind of worth it. Oh my god. I hate it. I hate everything about it. I hate all of it. All of it, all of it, all of it. Go, 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 go. That was unideal. Head this way. We'll go down the elevator that would ordinarily. Ugh, again. Welcome to the Chozo Ruins. Don't let the door hit you on the ass on your way out. Alright. We'll take this elevator. It's the one that usually leads to Talon Overworld. And see where it goes. Thanks. I hate it. So we're back in Phendrana. We're right outside the Thardus boss room. But we don't have either of these beams. So... ugh, gross. Alright. Turn the thing back on. There we go. Let's try a different route. We'll, I think what we'll do is we'll run back to that elevator we passed just before we got the grapple beam, and we'll see where that takes us. I think normally that's the one that takes us to Magmore Caverns, so we'll see how that goes. Man, that ice beam just sitting there, it's taunting me. It's like, hey, remember when you weren't good enough to do a grapple? Feels bad, don't it, bro? I'm like, yeah, ice beam. Damn, it's kind of cold, man. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. Shit. Right? I swear I'm good at this game. Yeah, no, totally went the wrong way. Whoops, my bad. Watch my health tank. Oh, that did like nothing. Yeah, this way. This is the actual right way. So if this elevator that we're coming up on, if it doesn't take us anywhere that we want to go, what we can do is find a save station and warp back to that starting save station from Phendrana. And now that we have Spider Ball, we can actually, oops, wrong way. We can actually grab a few more of the items there. So, all is not lost. Alright, let's see where this takes us. Away we go. Wait, is this just where the elevator normally goes? Really? Oh, hell yeah. You'll love to see it. And there's a save room right here. Alright guys, well, I think that's gonna do it. I appreciate you guys, sticking with me. You know what they say, it's 1,000 empty shows to only families and friends. Yeah, there was a learning curve with the OBS software and everything, so we did it. We got it to work. I have high hopes for Magmore. Magmore's a pretty linear area, and I think, other than the wave beam, and I think like one ice beam door, myself, Pierre, and Antoine really enjoyed it. Well, that's good. I'm glad all three of you enjoyed it. At some point, there are going to be more toads for you to name. There's a whole room full of them. And it's going to be very difficult for me to get up to where I need to go without... Well, no, it's not, because I can just warp back to Phendrana and go that way. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Have a good night.